This is a timeless story of a magical, although temperamental, little creature named Rumpelstiltskin, who longs for recognition and power. He entices a young maiden into pledging to him her firstborn son, in exchange of spinning straw into gold. Son of Rumpelstiltskin, by A.J. Jacobs. Once, a very long time ago in the forest, there was a tree, which is a nice thing to have in the forest. Now in this tree, there lived a little old man in a green suit with a pointed cap. He lived with his son, also a funny little man in a green suit with a pointed cap. One day, the son hopped over to the father's side of the branch with a question he'd been wondering about for 50 years. "Dad, how come we gotta live in this tree?" "'Cause we're not ordinary folks, boy. We're magic. Magic? Yep. That's so." And then, being that it was the son's 600th birthday, the father decided it was time for him to go out and get a name for himself. "If I do good enough, will they write a fairy tale about me?" "Without a doubt." And with that, he kicked his son on the rear, sending him on the way. In the village nearby, there lived a poor miller. But as luck would have it, he had a very beautiful daughter. One morning, the daughter was carrying a load of flour to the kingdom, when who should she bump into but the king himself. But before he could banish her from the kingdom forever, the miller hopped to her rescue. "This daughter of mine can spin gold out of straw."
"Gold out of straw? I'd like to see that. Bring this girl to my castle tomorrow, and if she can do as you say, then I shall marry her. Good day."
Then the king left him, and to do such royal things, such as sit on a throne and behead people, leaving the father and daughter alone. "But Dad, what would you tell him a thing like that for?" "So we can live in a palace with every whim catered to, including dental care." But you know I can't spin straw into gold." "Yeah, I know it, and you know it, but the king doesn't know it, and we sure won't be telling him." The next day, the miller took the daughter to the castle, and the king thoughtfully gave her her privacy in the darkest, loneliest room with nothing but a spinning wheel and a block of hay. He then left and bolted the door shut. The girl sat down. "I don't want to be or else." The little man in the green suit with the pointed cap, the one trying to make a name for himself, had heard about the young girl's plight, and he knew this was his chance. So into the room he hopped. "Who are you?" "I'm a funny little man in a green suit with a pointed cap." "You can say that again." "I'm a funny little man in a green suit with a—" "Never mind," said the girl, who had no time for such shenanigans. After all, she was busy doing nothing. "What do you want?" "I'll spin that straw to gold for you, if you promise me your firstborn son." "Why would you want something like that?" "I don't know, makes the plot better." Not one to interfere with the plot, the miller's daughter agreed to the thing. And in no time at all, the little man jumped on the spinning wheel and had spun a room full of bright, shimmering gold. When in the morning the king saw that all his wishes had been granted, he was overjoyed. He now had so much money, he could be king. Well, that is if he wasn't king already. Well, they were married, and 2 years later, the miller's daughter had a beautiful child. And into the palace popped the little green man again. "Hi, I came for the kid." But you can't have my child." The miller's daughter cried and whined and complained. And in fact, she complained so loudly that the son of Rumpelstiltskin decided to give him another chance. "I'll tell you what. If you can guess my name, I'll let you keep the child." Is it Henry, Clyde, Marmaduke, Frank?" "No." The next day, she tried again. Are you Ming Choi or Running Mouse? Charlie Brown?" "You fail." "What is your name then?" It's took off his hat and scratched his head. Then a horrible realization came to him. He didn't even know his own name. Wait right here. I'll be right back. He then ran off into the kingdom to see if anyone could know who his name was. But no one could. So he had to go to a wise old man who lived in a hole.
No, I do not know your name, but I know a way you can find out. Get yourself a mailbox. And sooner or later, someone will have to send you a letter. And just see what the name on the letter is. That's how you can figure out your own name.
That was it. He truly was a wise old man. Or at least, wise as anyone could be that chose to live in a hole. But still, he did what it said. He set up a mailbox, and soon enough, he did get a letter. It said that he might have already won $1 million. But that's another fairy tale. He just wanted to see what his name was. But on the cover, it said Rumpelstiltskin. Rumpelstiltskin? What kind of a name is that? I can't go back to the queen and tell her my name's Rumpelstiltskin. I'd be the laughing stock of the whole kingdom. And so, the miller's daughter and her child lived happily ever after. In fact, he was so embarrassed, he decided to change his name to John Smith. And as you and I both know, there's never been a fairy tale about John Smith. Well, that is, until now.